You've watched the introductory video and you obviously see the brilliance. Becoming a premium member with Lyoness can be your fast track to even greater benefits. This is Kim Simsby, and my wife Sherry and I, we've been involved with Lyoness right at about a year and a half. And I'll tell you, this is the best business decision we've ever made. We do, in fact, have one of the fastest growing shopping networks worldwide. Now, what you've already seen is Lyoness is, in fact, the largest shopping network in the world. You can shop both online and offline, and rather than getting points or stickers or rewards, you get weekly cash payouts going right into your own bank account. And last but not least, a significant vision of giving back. Here are just a few examples of where we can shop in the United States. Most of you are probably already spending money here. So the key to understand with Lyoness is we're not telling you to spend money you're not already spending. You just redirect the dollars, run the transactions through Lyoness, and you get all the benefits. For our friends up north in Canada, same thing, very, very impressive. And you know, the thing that's exciting about Lyoness, it's literally getting better by the day. There are more new loyalty merchants that are coming on board, which attracts more members. More members attracts more merchants. So it's totally an upward spiral. It just keeps growing, getting stronger and stronger as we go. So how does it actually work? Well, we got 4 different ways of shopping. We have the physical cashback card, which will be sent to you in the mail. We have the mobile app that you can go download once you're done watching this. We have gift cards that you can use with what we call the key accounts, the major brand name stores that you're familiar with and that you're already shopping in. And we have online shopping. Simply log into the Lyoness website, to your shopping portal. In the upper left-hand corner, click on Loyalty Merchant Search. It brings up all of our merchants, and you can pick and choose whatever you want to buy. Now, at the point of sale, you pay the same amount of money as if you were not a Lyoness member. So it's not an upfront discount. The difference is you're going to get a text message on your cell phone letting you know that up to 2% cash back will be deposited into your own bank account the following Tuesday. The person that referred you and the person that referred them, they will get that friendship bonus that you probably remember seeing on the video. And last but not least, the remaining discounts or leftover loyalty benefits, and that varies from store to store, that will be deposited into your loyalty account. We call it your piggy bank because it's very much like a savings account that Lyoness, they create on your behalf. Our very first month in Lyoness, we earned a whopping $10 in cash back. We earned $10 in friendship bonuses. We earned thousands of dollars in loyalty commissions. So obviously, this is where the magic is, and it's also what completely sets Lyoness apart from any loyalty program or cashback program anywhere in the world today. So let's take a look at a couple of quick examples here. Let's say you need a new couch. The couch costs $1,200. You go to a Lyoness loyalty merchant, and in this particular example, we've negotiated an 8% benefit. 2% or $24 are going to be deposited right into your own bank account. 0.5% will go to the people that referred you to Lyoness. So in this example, we have an additional 5% or $60 left over, and that is deposited into your loyalty account. You need some new clothes. You buy $750 worth of clothes. Here, we've negotiated 5% discount. 2% or $15 will go into your bank account. 50% to the people that referred you. So in this particular example, we got another 2% or $15 left over. That goes into your loyalty account. Every time that loyalty account has accumulated $75, Lyoness will reward you with a loyalty unit. Now these units, they're literally like gold. You're going to learn to love them. And they're very much the driving force of this magnificent global monetary system. So what's the big deal with them? Well, first of all, let's get clear on what did you need to do in order for Lyoness to give you this loyalty unit for free. You basically just shopped, right? You bought a couch, you bought some clothes, you bought groceries, an airline ticket, a hotel room, you pumped gas in your car, and so on and so forth. And at some point, your account has filled up to $75, and you get a loyalty unit. So if it works for you, do you think maybe you would want to refer other people? Well, possibly, right? So you talk to your mom and your friend and your coworker and so on and so forth. They like it. They sign up for free. They redirect their purchases, doesn't cost them anything to do that, and they start earning loyalty units. The more these units that are generated throughout your shopping network, the more money you can make. So here's how it works. As your accounting program fills up by everybody simply redirecting their regular purchases through Lyoness, this loyalty unit can turn into an income-producing entity. Now, the blue units are from your own shopping. The gold units are from the shopping of people you referred. The magenta units are from people that they have referred. So we got one blue unit here that you got from shopping, right? How come there's another blue one up there? Where did you get that from? More shopping. And this is important to understand, and it's one of the things that really separates Lyoness from the traditional home-based networking industry that's mostly based on niche products with forced monthly auto ship, monthly minimums, and so on and so forth. We have none of that. As you already know, it's free to sign up. There's no monthly minimum. There's no auto ship. So where do these other blue units come from? Well, did you buy gas last week? Is there a chance you're going to buy gas next week? Probably. Did you buy groceries last week? Are you going to buy groceries next week? More than likely. What's the point? The point is, since we're talking about everyday necessities, your own shopping never ends, which means your ability to earn loyalty units never ends. It literally goes on forever for the rest of your life. So as we continue to fill up this accounting program with more and more units, once we have accumulated a total of 70 units in the system, 35 up here, 35 down here, from your shopping and other people's shopping, then that loyalty unit that you got for free will create $675 in cash payout deposited right into your bank account. That is on top of your cash back, on top of your friendship bonus. But you know what's amazing? Look at that other blue unit that you have up here. What do you think happens when that accumulates 70 units behind it? You guessed it. That turns into a $675 payout. So will this down here. So will this down here. Now, if we were to extend this image out to the right, where you can see the arrows going, how far do you think it would go? It goes indefinitely. It never stops, because shopping never stops. The infinite nature of this accounting program is unlike anything I've ever seen before, and it's the driving force and the power of this monetary system. Now, the second part of our compensation program is what we call career income, because in addition to paying you commissions, these units also convert into career points. One $75 unit is worth 1 point. Our career levels, or career stair steps, if you will, we have 8 different ranks or 8 different levels. The way we move through those ranks and qualify for higher and higher ranks and higher commissions is by simply accumulating career points throughout your shopping network. So every time somebody anywhere in your network, they create a loyalty unit, that translates to 1 career point. When you and your team have accumulated 100 points, you're level 1. 200 points, level 2. 500 points, level 3. So as an example, let's say that you and your team had accumulated 500 points. You're level 3 with Lyoness. On top of your cashback friendship bonus and what the units they pay you, you're now also eligible to earn $2.812 per point, plus a guaranteed monthly volume bonus. Now, without going into details here, you'll learn a lot about these things in our workshops. Let me just point out the volume bonus. This is one of a total of 10 sources of income in Lyoness, and it's paid cash in your bank account. It ranges anywhere from $300 a month all the way up to $75,000 per month. Obviously, a very, very significant potential income opportunity. But you know what's so cool about Lyoness? You don't have to take my word for it. Here's our official income disclosure statement. You may not be able to see the details on your screen. The person that invited you to look at this, they can forward one to you, or you can go download it from the Lyoness website, both for Canada and also for the United States. So how can you participate with Lyoness? Well, as you all already know, it's free to just come in and shop. However, knowing what you know now, would you like to get these loyalty units fast or slow? It's kind of a silly question, right? The slow way is what we all do. We redirect our own shopping, as I just showed you. It takes an average of about $1,500 in shopping to create one loyalty unit. Then you refer other people. When we've accumulated 70 units in the system behind yours, then Lyoness, they will pay you $675 in cash. And again, there is no limit to how many times that can happen. Now, some of you might be looking at this and go like, well, I may not understand all the details, but I do understand the value of having as many of these as possible. So can I get them faster rather than having to wait to shop for $1,500 to get one? Yes, you can. You're allowed to make a partial gift card payment, which is very similar to a down payment on future shopping. You make a payment of $75, you get the unit today. You refer other people, your system fills up, Lyoness, they will pay you $675. However, you haven't yet shopped for $1,500 to earn this unit, right? You just made a partial payment because you wanted it immediately. So this $675 is actually paid to you in loyalty credits. We call it Lyoness dollars. It's as good as real money, but you got to spend that within Lyoness. So what's really cool about this, we have 10 different ways we get paid. 9 of them are cash in your bank account. One of them is loyalty credits. And the loyalty credits is how you're going to be paying for most of your expenses in the future. This is what you use for your groceries, for your gas, airline tickets, hotel rooms, clothing, furniture, household items, going out to dinner, whatever, right? You just use your loyalty credits. Now, what we've looked at so far is one $75 loyalty unit converts to 1 career point, and it can create a payout of $675. We actually have additional loyalty categories. So if you choose, you can leave your money in the loyalty account longer, accumulate more, and when it accumulates to $225, you get a unit with higher value. That unit is worth 3 points, and the potential payout is $1,275 rather than $675. You may want to leave your money until you've accumulated $600 in the account. Then you get a $600 unit that converts to 8 career points and can create a payout of as much as $2,400. The more loyal we are through Lyoness by shopping through the Lyoness loyalty merchants, the greater financial benefit we all get. If it is at all possible for you, I would highly recommend you consider starting as a premium member. It comes with a gold card rather than the regular blue card. What does that mean? Well, it comes with some very significant benefits. Number one, you get to pre-place units in the accounting program or the loyalty program before you start referring other members. It allows you to earn revenue in all 3 categories rather than just one at a time. If you know people in other countries and you'd like to refer them to Lyoness, you must be a premium member. If you're not a premium member, you're limited to your own country. You get a free subscription to the quarterly cashback magazine, and you're actually eligible for a number of other benefits that you'll learn through the Lyoness live workshops going on all throughout North America. So how can you start as a premium member? Well, here's what Lyoness, they allow us to do. They allow us to pre-place 7 loyalty units, $75 units, in category 1, 3 units in category 2, and 3 units in category 3. This is the maximum we're allowed to do. Why would we even consider doing that? Well, think back to the slide that we looked at just a moment ago with the blue units, the gold units, the magenta units, and so on and so forth, right? What had to happen in order for this unit to turn into $675 in payouts for you? It needed to accumulate 70 units behind it, right? Well, guess what? So will this, and this. These can turn into $1,275 in payouts, each of them. Each of these can turn into $2,400 in payouts. So here's the million-dollar question. How many of these would you like to place before you start referring other people? obviously as many as possible, as many as you can afford, or as many as you're allowed, right? Now, some of you might be looking at this and you say, well, this looks really, really great, but I can't afford to start as a premium member. Well, this is just one example. You can start with less. Let's say you still want to have units in the system, but you can't quite start as a premium. So maybe you want to do 7, 1, and 1. You're still covered in all three categories. Now, you don't have all the benefits of being a premium member, but you still have leverage. And last but not least, maybe you have somebody that want to join and they're a little tight on cash, and they say, I really like this, but all they want to do is place 7 units in category 1, and they have none here, none here. Now, as long as you refer people that come in and they just shop a little bit, or they just make a small partial payment and their units will go in behind yours here, you're fine. Eventually, these can all pay you $675, right? Where you may run into a slight challenge is if you refer somebody to Lyoness and they decide that they want to start as a premium member. Their 7 units will go in behind yours here, so there's no problem there, right? But now they're going to place 3 units here and 3 units here. You got no units. So you can't generate revenue on their shopping volume in category 2 and 3. Now, you are allowed to start small and you can upgrade. You can do it in one lump sum. You can do it in increments. It's entirely up to you. There's no time limit. There's no penalty. You decide how you want to start. So let's summarize and look at the different options. Obviously, as I said before, we all start as a free shopping member. You can shop your way to the top, or as an option, you can choose to pre-place units. As a premium member, in order for you to be allowed to pre-place your unit, you must make a one-time full value gift card purchase of $600. These are gift cards that you choose, and it's really not a big deal because you just choose things that you're going to be spending money on in the next week or two anyways, right? Maybe your gas, groceries, eating out, travel, whatever you need. Those are the cards that you buy. And the person that invited you to look at this, they'll help you put the order together for that. Then $3,000, if you add up the value of the 7 units in category 1, 3 units in category 2, 3 units in category 3, it adds up to $3,000, partial gift card payments, and that allows you to place the units. I recommend you put in an extra $100 in your purchase account. There is no minimum. That could be $10. So this is just my suggestion. And the reason being is when you started in Lyoness, if you have signed up yet, it didn't cost you anything, right? But the person that referred you, it cost them $1.50. See, with Lyoness, there is no sign-up fee. There is no distributor kit. So there is no way for the company to cover those administrative fees. So they charge each of us $1.50 every time we recommend or refer somebody else to the company. So if you're going to refer other people, you obviously need to have a little bit of extra funds in that account. So a total of $3,700 would set you up as a fully funded premium member. If you want to start with a little bit less, but still have units in all 3 categories, as the example that we just looked at, you can do that for $1,700. Or you can start with just units in category 1, and you can do that for $850. Regardless of how you start, it's really not important. What's important is where you end up. And the person that invited you to come here and take a look at this, they can fill in the blanks, answer your questions. So let me leave you with this. It is Lyoness' stated goal to have 350 million members worldwide by the year 2020. We have 3 million today. So that might sound like a tall order, right? And it certainly is if you think about it in traditional business terms. But when you understand the size of the market that we're dealing with, it's actually a relatively conservative number. And it kind of reminds me of the 1950s here in the US. We did not have credit cards like we do today. We had department store cards, and some of you may remember, you know, you had one card for Montgomery Ward, you had one for J.C. Penney's or whatever, right? And this young trainee, young bank trainee, came up with this brilliant idea. He says, well, what if there was just one card we could use everywhere? In the late 1950s, they launched the very first credit card here in the U.S. It was called Bank AmeriCard. Today, Bank AmeriCard is what we call Visa. What we've shared with you here in regards to Lyoness, in my humble opinion, has the very real potential to become to the cashback loyalty industry what Visa has become to the credit industry. So imagine this is 1958, and you're literally walking around handing out credit cards to people, and every time a transaction takes place anywhere in the world, your cash register rings. That's the opportunity you have with Lyoness. I want to thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor, get back to the person who invited you. Get your questions answered. Let them know how you want to participate. Welcome to the team.